Hundred racks sitting on us. 100 racks sitting on us. 100 racks sitting on us.
So what's going on, people? We are back. This is Ghostboy Talk. We are here with De'Vante Harris. I am Taylor Jones, founder, president of Fanatics View. Mm-hmm. We are back from Atlanta, Georgia.
Fun times too down there, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back in Dallas, Texas.
Right.
We are back at it.
Right.
Lots of great feedback from the first episode of being back.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were only there a short time, but we still created legendary moments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah.
And for me, it was a whirlwind every single day.
Yeah, it was.
And so I think we got to let the people just know what went down, our experiences. What was it? Was it cool to, do some content with Warren Sapp?
That was lovely.
Buckball to buckball.
Man, that was lovely, man. And plus, like you see the energy that he brought. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was easy for me to just even ask questions for him, stuff like that. And we had a lot to relate on. But it was good interviewing him. And then just rubbing shoulders with a lot of people. Like, I got to speak to Deontay Wilder. Just a few people. Just not
Marty
on
B
camera,
was there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So. No, it was just fun.
It was a who's who of the NFL.
Yeah.
It was a who's and celebrities in general.
And celebrities in general, yeah. So.
And it's just interesting how many. It's interesting just how big of. I guess fans might not know how big of a spectacle.
Yeah.
The entire week is. You know, it's not just about Sunday. There's every single day is.
For sure.
Is crazy, and I guess even that was your first time kind of experiencing that. Were you surprised, even though you're an NFL player? Were you surprised how big things?
and how serious everybody took it? But it's still fun though.
Absolutely.
Especially, of course, me being an NFL football player, I would love to be playing in that game,
100%,
getting that check. But I was happy I was able to enjoy everything, man. Like I said, I wasn't really there for long. I had prior engagement,
Absolutely.
but. The time that I did have with you guys, man, that y'all made it fun too down there too, man.
I believe you told me, I think I'm paraphrasing, but I believe you told me I feel like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, for sure. I was there looking around.
I guess the coolest thing is we'll have the footage coming too was the Madden. A lot of we got to get the Madden scan in.
Man, that was fun.
So
bro.
Madden cannot screw up your face whatsoever. Now. You got to be.
No, and I told them, man, get the tats, man, get the tats.
What they say? They said
I had to get
you got to get permission from the artist, the creator of it, the owner of it. And I did hear that before with 2K. I think it was LeBron or one of them. They couldn't use in NBA 2K because they didn't have the. Or I think I can't. I got to fact check myself, but I believe there was a lawsuit even with one of the artists.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Because you get your artwork on a EA game. You want some of that money.
Yes.
That's how it be.
Yes.
Because I did that at the combine. We did it at the combine when you coming out. You do the face cam at the combine. But it was fun to update it and do it again, man.
Absolutely.
Just to see how fun it really was back then.
Absolutely. I guess what's an interesting subject?
What?
Did you ever play NFL 2K?
NFL 2K?
The 2K, I think it was 2K5. NFL 2K5.
No, I used to play Blitz.
Blitz was something.
Yeah,
special.
that's what I used to play. I used to play Blitz, and then you remember they came out with the Blitz, and they actually when you get hit, you show the injury. You remember that game?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that was the height of Blitz.
The only problem with Blitz is I felt like it didn't appease the serious football player because it feels it has an arcade feel. Right?
Yeah, it does.
But with 2K, so I think pretty sure it was 2K5.
I don't even remember that.
Here's what happened. If you don't know, is basically NFL 2K5 dropped. I believe it was their first year. It was 2004, 2005, one of those years, and more or less the game was so fire. It was so good. They had ESPN on it as well. Boomer was doing the play-by-plays and all that, and it was so good. The Madden basically EA came in and said, no, we can't have this. They bought the NFL rights. So 2K cannot make an NFL game. I believe it's lifetime.
Damn,
So
I did not know that.
That's why because the same thing happened with the NBA, right? There was NBA Live.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember NBA Live?
I remember that.
And then 2K just smashed them, right? Just better gameplay, better graphics,
right?
Better everything almost, right? It was just a better game, and I think this is revisionist history, but I think that could have happened to the NFL as well if EA didn't make that move. And so some of the biggest critiques on Madden is it's the same game every year.
Every
right?
single year, bro. Every single year.
It's like, well, I'm just buying for the roster update, basically.
Exactly,
right?
and it gets harder to play. Like it's more confusing. In my opinion, like I stopped playing it. Like I go like every time a new Madden come out, because I'm on there, I go see myself, see how they like.
Got to, right?
Yeah, but then other than now, I got a kid right now, so I got shit to do.
I got you. No, I have to do the same thing. I usually start a franchise mode. I think I have to put you on the Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Okay.
So I have to get some of my Dallas guys on my team.
Understood. I can't argue with that.
But let's switch some gears too here because I wanted to. I think I just showed you the video as well. I think it's probably the biggest sports topic over the past 24, 48 hours right now has just been the Zion sneaker thing.
Yeah.
And it's spiraled into several other subtopics. And some of those subtopics are, why is this guy even playing? He should be in the league.
Exactly.
One and done rule. And man, there's so many layers to this thing, right? There's so many thoughts. There's so many elements as well. I guess things on my end is I mean, you always hear about this in football as well. You always hear about this in football, and basketball is a little bit different because it's the one and done. Right? They know this guy is going to the league in 1 year. Right. So I guess there's kind of that dishonest element. I guess. One of the most interesting stories or situations was probably Ben Simmons when he went, I believe he was the 4th overall pick to the 76ers maybe as a football player this might piss you off even is Ben Simmons like my understanding is he was enrolled at LSU for the first semester, played basketball, failed all of his classes, didn't go just checked out and didn't matter, right? Because he's going to. He literally just had to be in school for a semester of basketball.
And when it comes to that, like, why is he even going? And that's how I feel. Like, man, if he's a kid, if he's talented enough to go straight to the league, like, okay, so football is different. Like, you gotta let your body develop more. It's more of a physical sport. You know what I'm saying? But basketball, completely different ball game. Like, if this man could literally go hoop with the greats like right now. Like, why is he jeopardizing his body?
Which he could have, 100%.
100%. So why wouldn't he go? Why don't y'all let him just go feed his family right now? Yeah, okay. It was in his mind that he wasn't going to college for a degree. Obviously, just be blunt about the situation.
100%.
Because you got the old school look.
And he knew that himself. That's why
exactly.
He's like, I don't care about school.
Exactly. Like, and to be real, like you got the old school feel. Like, okay, go get your degree. Okay, that may go toward a football player more because you got to do 3 years, so you might as well get your degree. But as a basketball player, like, he know he wasn't finna do that. So, like, why even deprive that man of that opportunity? That's how I feel. And that goes back into the Zion situation. You getting hurt on a college game where you could be playing in the pros. Like,
$100 million shoe deal, probably.
Exactly. So, your shoe ain't gonna mess up with this $100 million shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like, man, you put more stress on these kids' bodies when they can really go be that. They work so hard. Even if they didn't work, they're gifted enough to go do that. But you got to put other people around them so they don't make dumb decisions, because in college, that's where you grow. That's where, you learn about finance sometimes. Like, you learn about certain things to become a man. 100%. So, you put people around it, man, because he's still going to be a kid. And you put him in that situation where he's making all this money, like, have some people mentoring him so he don't blow it and trick it off. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, like, let them boys go play, man. That's how I feel.
I'm with you. What I want to figure out is, so I think the NBA and basketball will figure it out. To me, there was already reports today that they're already considering going back to 18. There's a proposal or something like that.
Which they should.
But what I want to figure out is what would be the right call for college football? because
pay us.
Pay us.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Pay
Simple
us.
as that.
It don't gotta be something. It don't gotta be nothing dumb, but like, okay.
Just increase the stipends, really.
Increase them.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason. Like I slept in a 2-door Pontiac G6 with my best friend for a whole semester, but my face is on game tickets. Like, what kind of sense does that make? Like, okay, yeah, you give us what, $600, $700. Like, we paying
food and gas money, basically.
Food and gas money plus a $500 rent, and you got that for the month. Like, but you got somebody's jersey in the Aguilan Outfitter store, or you got my face or somebody's face like on the side on a banner on a stadium, bringing other people in, bringing fans in. So that don't make no sense. I'm not telling to get no whole bunch of money like NFL money, but at least pay a little
something to hold us over.
Hold us over, so we don't gotta be itching at the end of the
season. Don't gotta, reach out to agents saying front me 100 G's.
Exactly.
Or literally, under the table money, like
exactly.
which is clearly a thing. A lot that it's the.
Can't speak on
it's obviously it's the I mean, the NCAA knows this is going on. And so why not just find a way to legalize it? Why not just find a way to make it so that the kid doesn't get hurt, so that the student doesn't get hurt, that your athletes don't get hurt. So and we've seen it even with Johnny, right? When you were there, Johnny had the jerseys and the autograph issues going on and everything. And this is nothing. This is not against Texas A&M. This is an NCAA system thing.
Yeah, it
is. Here's because we've been talking about this. I feel like as a society for a long time, and it's caught up with social media and things like that. But I'm wondering, what do you think the tipping point is going to be? Because I feel like we've had the same narrative, the same discussion, talking point the past 4 or 5 years. Is like, so we agree, college athletes, especially football players, should be paid. Right. At least increase the stipend or some type of rectifying of the system. But like, what's actually going to be the tipping point? I'm wondering. Like, is it literally going to be like Alabama or like one of these schools just gets exposed for like giving cars out or giving like what is going to be the tipping point, do you feel?
Man, I don't know. I feel we passed the tipping point, man. When you got kids who can't eat. Like.
Let me rephrase. What is going to be the tipping point for the NCAA to actually do something about this, Because like to me it feels like everyone's on their neck, but they're not doing anything about it. Man, that's what it feels like.
I mean, really, I don't know, because they have all the power. I love it. I love Texas A&M. I love the fact that kids can go get an education and play. Mm-hmm. But the NCAA is very greedy. It's a very greedy system. Mm-hmm. And you got people at the top of the food chain who really just eating, while you got college football players down there eating scraps. I mean, they have all the power. So who knows when the tipping point gonna be? You got kids who not, like I say before, you got people who not eating. If that's not gonna drive the NCAA to put a little more money in our pocket, then what is? People can get exposed, but everybody, that's been happening. People been getting exposed, and you see it didn't change nothing. Like you say, people been at their neck about it, but whenever they decide to do it, that's when they decide to do it. I mean, maybe some huge scandal might be in the works, and they really get exposed then.
And I feel like we've had those scandals. We've had the SMUs, we've had the Miamis, we've had even. I'm not sure what's going on with Ole Miss, but Ole Miss has whatever's going on with them right now.
Nothing work though. Yeah. Ain't nothing work, man. Yeah. And not even that. Forget the material things. Kids are not eating. Okay.
You know what makes me sad, or what I think about it is that guy who needs the development time, because your body, you're not a grown man yet.
Right.
He needs that 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. Who probably could have done something, but then he blows his knee out, mm-hmm. and football was his life, and now he doesn't know what he's gonna do. That's the heartbreaking stuff. But
it is.
Let's switch gears again. This could be this. We
can talk about this all day.
This is an hour podcast.
Yeah, for real.
So I did want to ask you, kind of leading into this. I did want to ask you kind of, what are your thoughts on players' brands in each sport? Mm-hmm. To me, it's clearly evident since social media, Instagram really popped off that NBA players have the biggest brands
Right.
from a marketing standpoint. The most followers, the most engagement, most worldwide followers as well. You know, you're relevant in 30 countries probably. That's just throwing that out there. But whereas, you know, NFL players, there's stars that have massive brands, but then there's a bunch of guys kind of down here, you know? And so you can move up, and then as well, it feels like a defensive player, you know, you're at a disadvantage as well from a marketing standpoint, unless, you know, you're a J.J. Watt or a, who's another guy? A Richard Sherman, someone like that. Someone, I mean, Deion Sanders is probably the prime, pun intended, example of someone who can, you know, transcend
Ray
position.
Lewis,
Ray Lewis, certain guys. And then as well in baseball, and baseball just seems to be like this dying America's pastime dying, where you know, literally Bryce Harper, Mike Trout walk down the street, you don't know who they are, and it's just a very interesting time to me where the NBA has just clearly shown that they are on top in terms of their players being
branded across the world, not the country.
Absolutely, and and I'm not even talking about, you know, the other sports from there, but I mean, fighters have pretty big brands. Fighting's become, you know, particularly MMA has become such a big global phenom. You know, you see the Khabibs and the Connors and you know, all that. So and Floyd's, you know, Floyd is a star everywhere. Floyd is a star everywhere, you know. I guess I think fighting has more to do with just the human appeal. Like, everyone loves fighting. Yeah, any culture loves fighting. Indeed. What are you? Let's stick with the American sports. What are your thoughts on just kind of the NBA versus the NFL, and just maybe baseball tied in there as well?
Well, for one, NBA, man, the rosters are smaller. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, then they don't wear helmets. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? So it's easier to recognize them. But, I mean, you just got to look at it from 2 points of view. You got people who like, care about Instagram. Like me, myself, I got a few followers, but I really don't care that much about Instagram. So, I mean, I'm doing it to feed my family. I'm doing it because football is fun. I'm doing it, you know, just to have the money in my pocket so I can do what I want to do. But I mean, me myself personally, that's not really a concern of mine. But if I were to like actually care about it, I mean, I would just feel that football is really an American sport. Like, I mean, basketball is too.
It's as simple as that. It stops and starts there.
Exactly, because football, other places, is soccer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but basketball, they play in Japan. I got a whole bunch of friends playing overseas. Like, it's just a more global sport.
100%.
And you know, so you got those sports over here. Of course, people from other countries are looking at our stars, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. Like, they looking at that.
And stars from those countries are coming here, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I mean, we play in London, you know, we play in Mexico, but like, other than that, we not traveling around how basketball does. Like, we don't have no Olympic team like basketball does. Like I say, man, they're more of their brand because their faces out there. And I'm not like, you know, I'm not no superstar.
But I do wonder if there's more to it. I 100% agree, that's a fact. But I do wonder if there's more to it on a cultural level as well. Like why do NBA players get the massive shoe deals? And is it the awareness that they achieve, like through their social following, through their brand, like just being like LeBron would be a massive brand even if he wasn't on Instagram. You know, like if he deletes his Instagram right now,
he's still gonna it's just more like it goes like football goes with the culture, of course, but it's a rugged sport. Like basketball is more finesse. Yeah. Like, it's more like a lot of rappers want to hoop. Yeah. Like, a lot of rappers don't really want to play football. A lot of rappers want to hoop. Like, and hoopers want to rap. And it just goes with what's popular now.
One thing I will say is if the NFLPA called me or something like that, and say, Taylor, what would you do to help market our players or help increase our brands? I would say we got to find a way to get the clamps off you guys. I feel like the NBA is a players' league. Like these guys can say, talk, whatever they want to do. They're able to be themselves, and I feel like a lot of NFL players, we don't get to know, how they feel, their personalities, their interests. Even it's like I don't even like post game interviews in the locker room. Like guys are putting up a shield in front of those traditional media outlets, and I don't even want to see that content because it's boring.
Yeah,
it's boring.
It's boring and it's fake.
I want to see you being yourself. I want to see you. I want to see you. Doing and being yourself. And how you really feel as well. Because
in my opinion though, like that comes with a lot of the money. Because their contracts are guaranteed. Like you come up like, okay, let's say I'm on a rookie contract and I get this amount, and if I say some crazy stuff in this interview, I might not get the rest of my money.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So
in a way, it's almost like, because the NBA players are such stars, it's almost like, I don't want to say they're bigger than the team, but like they're like, in some ways maybe they are. You see like LeBron having more or less. I don't want to put it all on him, but like coaches have been fired because of him. Like the players have been traded because of him.
Exactly.
Like he's bigger than life almost, right? And only certain guys are on that level in the league. The Bradys and the guys like that, right?
Exactly.
So it's a very interesting topic. I just feel that more or less there should be more marketing, more content, more players being themselves. I just don't feel there's enough of that.
Money has a lot to do with that, man. Like just in my opinion, from what I've seen, going on my 4th year in the league, money has a lot, man. They got a vice around you. Like you say, you want to feed your family, but NBA. Look, that money gonna come in regardless. So I can let off in my interviews. I can be myself. Okay, if you wanna find me, okay, bet. Like that's just it is what it is, man. Like that's how it is. Like just cut to the clean, dry facts of it. But hopefully it'll change one day. Hopefully. But it's not looking too good right now. We got the CBA agreement up in 2020. So
and baseball, man. I think they need to just go back to the drawing board. They need so many things that I think I could spend a whole episode on things.
It's just slow, bro. Like the sport is just really because you got hoopers out here. You got football players, and the games are more exciting. You got to really be. I've never really been a baseball fan. I've only played t-ball. I've never really played baseball. But it's just even then, that's when my mom and my dad took me out of that because I was too hyper for it. It's a lot of waiting around. A lot of people when you got sports nowadays, that's exciting. Games going down to the wire, you may catch 1 in a million baseball games like that, and even then, it's just not really for me.
Yeah, I know. I think you are the majority. I do.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But speaking of baseball, I was in Fort Worth, saw Kyler, caught up with Kyler there, get the Davey O'Brien Trophy, and he officially made his decision, NFL. We got a lot of good feedback. A lot of people were interested in the things we said last episode with Kyler and people doubting him. And a lot of those topics came up in some of the questions there as well. But what did you think about? What type of feedback have you heard? I'm curious as well. What did you think about the official decision to rock with football, at least for the time being?
See me, man. This is how I feel about the situation. I'm gonna just be 100%.
Okay.
Well, first I'm gonna talk about the feedback. I got very positive feedback. Everybody feel really the same as we did. People doubting him, stuff like that. And you see this man, the proof in the pudding. He's lined up his resume already. So why would you doubt this man? And hopefully, I pray from what it's looking like, he gonna go first round. So, you know what I'm saying? What is the signing bonus was 4.6. on his baseball deal.
I believe it was.
His
It
contract?
was in that range. It was in the 3 to 5 range.
Yeah,
like that.
4.6. So now he's looking at what, about $13 million signing bonus.
Possibly
maybe.
even more if he stays top 10, right? A top 10 is
Exactly.
good up to, what do they get up to? 40, I think.
Yeah,
it depends on the years, I think. But
I was undrafted. Yeah. I was undrafted. I don't know, but I know he gonna get some nice money, man, and that's just signing bonus. That's not the contract. You know what I'm saying? So,
or the endorsements that'll probably come.
Exactly, and they gonna come.
And they go.
Yeah, they gonna
a guy like
come.
Kyler, 100%.
100%. So, I mean, I feel, man, I don't know how much. I don't know how much he loved baseball, but I do know how much he loved football. And I know he's a student of the game. His father taught him how to be a student of the game. Like, he's been in, like, this in his blood. You know what I'm saying? So I know he love it, man. And, like, very few people gonna pass up the opportunity to go to the NFL. Like, MLB too, but, like, NFL is just, I mean, he's from Texas, man. We kind of damn near cut from the same cloth. So I know how he feel about this game. Like, in Texas, it's religion down here, you know what I'm saying? So, like, why would he pass up that opportunity, whether it works out or not, which I feel it will. But I feel that, why pass this up, man? This NFL, like, you from Texas, and you come from a powerhouse high school. Like, come on now. Like, we know how you feel about this game. So I feel, I know in what you were saying, how I don't know if the cultural, how can I say, influences on each sport, like, you know what I'm saying, like, kind of went into his decision, but
I would be interested to know. I
would
because
too.
I'll tell you one of the reasons why I stopped playing baseball in high school was I felt like I felt disconnected from a lot of the players. Like, hey, I wonder if he feels like, A, this isn't a sport for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't belong, and B, like, am I gonna limit my growth, or like, would I be a bigger star in football? Like, kind of what we were just talking about. What I think is, I think baseball needed Kyler. Like,
maybe so.
They needed to throw the $40 million that he might make in the first round at him.
Yeah.
Like baseball needs stars. Like, and having that 2-sport factor, like, that would, man, I think people would have actually might have been gravitated to Kyler in a baseball uniform.
But see, I don't think it's over though as far as his baseball.
I agree.
Yeah, I think he can play both, man. Like I say, why wouldn't you play both, man?
Yeah.
Double dip. That's what I'd do. Like, if I had the talent to do that, I would. So, I mean, it's interesting to see how it's gonna all play out. But like I say, we root for him.
Well, we may not know for 10 years, right?
Yeah,
we may not know for 10 years.
But
right?
we're going to know eventually.
Yeah, we're going to know eventually.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're going to see.
We're going to see for sure. I did want to switch gears as well. I wanted to get your thoughts because, we are in Dallas.
Right.
Luka Mania has struck Dallas, Texas.
Ooh, yes.
Luka Magic.
Yes. Yes. Billboards, all that.
Billboards, paintings, murals, hype. Man, people know. People know.
The torch
and I tried to tell people in preseason what was coming.
Yeah.
And some people didn't believe me because I was saying outlandish things. I was like, bro, this guy can pass like Magic, and LeBron, he can shoot like Bird, he can do this, and that. Yeah. But now we're seeing it. It's like, oh, he actually can.
For real though. For real.
So, what has it been like seeing? First off, you are a Mavs fan, right? As a Dallas fan.
Dallas,
of
man.
Course,
Come on, man.
Of course. Just making sure the people know.
Come on,
making sure the people know.
Come on, man. I'm from Dallas, man. I'm from Dallas. Come on, man.
So what as a Dallas native, what has it been like to see him rise to more or less like, hey, this is a 19-year-old guy and he's already maybe top 10, maybe. I'm
calling top 10 right now.
And just as a Dallas native as well, what's it like to just feel that hype, feel that like? I'm curious as well. What do you? Some of your NFL peers, what do they think of him as well?
I mean, for one,
yes. Give me a breakdown.
Longevity. I just hope this hype lasts forever, man. Because the feeling that the city getting from this Luka Magic, man, we love it. Feel what I'm saying? Especially since he's so young. And, you know, we all rolled behind Dirk for a while, and now the torch is being passed to him, in my opinion. And I'm just excited, bro. Like, I am. We finally got another one. We finally got another one. Like, you know, I was a Dennis Smith Jr. fan too as well. We
were at the, you told me, you literally told me about the trade. You're like, this trade is going down.
Yeah, and
we were shook. We were shook. We knew Dennis was, you know, on the block. There was a lot of discussions about it, but I think what really shocked us was the return as well, getting Kristaps, but also, you know, getting rid of Jordan, because we thought Jordan might have been a part of the Mavs' plans in the future as well. They might re-sign him, things like that. So, we were shook.
Yeah,
we were shook at Atlanta.
we was at the table. Like, I'm like, no.
Speaking of the NBA versus the NFL, the NBA was like just trying to grab all the NFL headlines at Super Bowl. Like,
and they did.
they did, bro, pretty much.
Man, I was like, bro, I was hot. I was hot. Because I wanted Dennis Smith to stay there. That's just me, though. But, you know. But, you know, back to Luka, man. You know, just the energy that he brings, man. What he's doing. Like, I'm not even really a basketball fan, but I'm a Luka fan. I'm a Luka Magic fan, man. He doing his thing, and he bringing that spark back to the city, what we needed.
100%.
100%, man.
What is it? Is it his actual skill set, the things he's doing, or is it the energy? Like, what do you think? Like, is a because I think there's a lot of things that go into like capturing a city, like because I think he's done that now. Like I think like he has the city's attention. Like we want to see everything this guy's doing now.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like what do you think? Do you think is it just the skill set, or is it just the energy? Is it the what attracts us to?
I think it's both, man. Because and not only that, he's consistently doing it.
Yes.
Like that's what it is. Like it's no fluke that he's doing it. No, that's what it is. That's why everybody's so much behind him.
I think you're right. I think it was like, oh, he did it again.
Yeah.
Oh, now he did
do
this.
it again. Yeah.
Now he did this.
Yeah.
Now he's doing this.
So we like, so that legitimized him. Like, he's really like that. Like, okay, bet. Just look at that. That's how it is, man. That's probably how a lot of people feel in the city, man.
Is Luka Kristaps? Do you think that's like Nash Dirk 2.0? Is that what we're looking at here? And sorry to cut you off.
No,
I don't think we saw that long enough, right? Because Nash went to Phoenix. That was one of Cuban's biggest. I mean, we got Kid. Kid is the man. But I think Cuban said that was one of his biggest regrets was not re-signing Steve Nash.
Yeah. I mean, getting there. I feel, especially, I just hope that it lasts for a while. Like I say, man, longevity. Like I think that duo needs to have time to develop even more. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're doing their thing right now, but just give it 5 years. Just see how, just to see, like, young guy. Like, just to see. 5
years from now, Luka will be your age now.
Yes,
Right?
it just let him, like, just, it's dangerous.
That's what's crazy, too, about the NBA is these guys are so young.
Young, bro.
And it's crazy to me that a guy like some of these first-round picks from 2 to 4 years ago, they're, like, 23 years old, and, like, they're already written off. Man. Like, this guy's done. He's a bum, or he's a bench player.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? He's 23.
22.
He would just be coming out the league right now was the NFL.
That's
but
crazy.
I guess it's a different sport, right?
It is, man. And they play longer too.
Play longer. At the same time, I don't think I don't like how people get written off, in their sports. Things can change. These guys are always learning, getting better. There's certain things you can't teach, height, size, things like that, right? But,
exactly.
But sometimes it's where you're put. Like if the Sacramento Kings are doing amazing this year, but they've been the Cleveland Browns the past 10 years. So it's not to throw the Browns under the bus because they're turning around things too. But
exactly. But you're 100% right though, man. Like they right people also quit and. Like you say, man, people are constantly learning, developing, learning new things, learning from mentors, learning from people who've been in this league a while. And, like, it's going to take time for people to put it all together. I don't care what sport you're in, unless you just come in the league balling. Like, even then, even those players are going to develop more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I just wish, fans. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a production business.
Yeah.
basketball,
Yep.
football,
100%.
all that's a production business. And like when my coaches always used to tell me, it's not what have you did, it's what have you done for me lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What have you done for me today? And you know, it's an up and down. You know, you could be the GOAT one day and like, oh, this guy, he had 35 points, he's great. Oh, now he 9 points, he's a bust. Like, you know, and it's the same thing with football. You know? So, I mean, you know, it is what it is, and that's what the fans for, and that's what us as professional athletes, we sign up for that. So, you know, it's going to come with it, you know.
It 100%. It's crazy to me being sort of an NBA insider now covering the Mavs and things like that is just the demands of these players. Like, this guy's 19, he's got to deal with cameras in his face all the time and signing autographs, and you know, like it's can't imagine that type of requirements and pressure. And
I mean,
19,
it's not really like it's not really like, I know, like even 19, like because I had that, but I wasn't in the NBA.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. What was that like for you?
I mean, it was, you get used to it, man. It's actually, especially when you're younger, it's exciting. As you get older, I mean, it kind of get tedious, just to be honest, but. Like, when you're young, it's exciting, man. Like, yeah, it's fun. Like, you know, maybe sometimes you don't feel it and you don't feel like talking.
So the first couple of years, it's super
exciting.
exciting,
It's
and then it kind of gets annoying.
Like, man, do I really gotta go do this? Do I really gotta go do this, bro? Like, oh, I don't feel like talking, bro. And then that's when you get the guy who just in the interview, like, man, all right, okay.
That's basically the traditional NFL media bred and created Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, because he was not
you get nothing from me.
You get nothing from me, bro.
I'm just here so I do not get fined. That's it.
That was legendary, bro. He a legend, bro. He a legend. But that's how a lot of people feel, though. But they sit up and ask. They don't really ask the smartest questions. Like, they'll ask a question about something they just seen. Like, you know the answer to that. Like, why, bro?
I think being on the other side, I think those guys try and throw in softballs because they're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared to actually have an honest conversation or a real conversation.
Yeah.
And you can just like anything else, you can never play scared.
Yeah. So. For sure. He giving out real advice right now, man. Y'all listen, man. For real, man.
Because I think well, it's leading to going back to the Zion thing and tying in the Marshawn thing. What are some of, if I said what is the craziest sports moment that you comes to mind, whether it's an interview, a highlight, what's in any sport, what instantly comes to your mind?
Well, Marcus Peters, it just came out. No, he got two moments, actually.
What do you want to the stands?
The stands. hey, that was gangster, Marcus Peters. I like that one. That was gangster, Marcus Peters. He was not going. And then the other one, he was, I think he ain't really have like too much of a good game. I don't know if he had a good game or not, but they lost, you know what I'm saying? And he would get interviewed. He said, some. All right, I'm finna go get loaded. I was like, okay, he the G.
And you know what? That's a guy that we gotta keep the clamps off.
Yeah, hey, for real.
Save Marcus Peters. I want to watch his post game interview. NFL take notes. Yeah. I want to watch Marcus Peters post game.
And I want him to look just like that. Cause he wouldn't play. He was not going. That was funny, boy.
At the Super Bowl, I was hoping I was gonna get one of those moments. He was in Marshawn Lynch mode though.
Oh, okay.
It was hard to penetrate even with trying to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But which I get it. It's there. How many distractions are probably going for those guys?
It's probably a million. But them was two legendary moments for me, man. I was like, man. I liked it. When he went up in them stands, I was like, oh man. That was funny though, man. Yeah, keep that energy. Keep that energy, man. You got real ones. Rock with it.
That's a really good one. Those are really good ones.
Yeah, man. What about for you?
Man, there's this clip of, I think it's John Henderson, I want to say, defensive tackle for the Jaguars. Is it Henderson? I think his name's John Henderson. He was a late 90s, early 2000s defensive tackle, 320-pound monster. And he would ask the trainer to
slap. Yeah, I remember that. He was crazy. Man.
Oh man, that is like, man, that is.
That's funny.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
that is real warrior. War shit right now.
He a G. He a G for that.
But there's hundreds, you know, like even the Zion thing, you know, is like, have you ever seen a shoe blow out before?
Not like that. Whoa. I mean,
well,
I grew up around a whole bunch of fake shoes, so I didn't see that before.
You seen some fake Jordans.
I didn't see some fake J's do that, but I doubt them was fake though.
Not on this stage.
Yeah, not on that stage. I doubt them was fake, man. So, man, that's funny though, man.
But yeah, let's wrap up episode 2. Anything coming up that the people need to know about in the coming weeks here? You just get back in training, back doing your thing? Yeah, man. I'm 2 days in right now. You know, I'm working out at my gym, 423 Singleton Boulevard, right there next to Trinity Groves, called Athletic Zone. Y'all go check that out. Now I'm just picking out my locations for my restaurant that we're gonna do content in, and I'm going to Vegas, you know, just for a little vacation, just to, you know, hang around and chill. But other than that, man, it's grind time. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we look forward to bringing the podcast over, and
yeah, for sure.
We will hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you very soon.
For sure. Out.